Hello everyone, this is JP Volvo. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys all the important parts of a 240 that you want to make sure you wash really well in the winter months. I know a lot of people probably don't drive their 240s, at least if it's their secondary car, out on salted roads. But there's a few good places to keep clean on these cars that will very easily help you prevent the headache of rust in the future. The first important place to make sure you wash is inside your rear fenders. You see, if I run my hand along here, I reach inside the fender, run my hand along here, there's all this crap that gets stuck in there. See, it all comes out. This is a pretty good place for salt to hide. I'll show you a little bit. See, look at all the dirt coming off. I'll show you guys, I'll bring you guys a little closer. I'll show you exactly where I'm talking about. Up here, right along the inside of the fender there, becomes a breeding ground for rust sometimes. This one's actually fared pretty well. It looks like someone even possibly put a little bit of a sealer or something on there. I got a tiny little rust bubble there, but this one's actually done pretty well. In this fender, there's not too much stuff. I haven't really completely washed it yet, but I'm gonna go take care of that now. You can see what that can turn into. Very slight case of just hardly anything, really just rust stains going along that. But both these cars have done relatively well as far as the arches. For the washer, you just want to stick the hose in like this and try and spray out and just get all in the fender there as best you can. And sometimes it helps to go to the other side, do the same thing. You want to obviously do that for all four sides. Thing to keep salt free is your rocker panels down here. As you can see, the pinch weld on this car is fairly solid. We got some water coming out of there. I'll let you know why in just a second. So yeah, definitely keep these clean, possibly even coat them with truck bed liner or some sort of rust inhibitor, because it just makes sense. As well as that, you want to get your hose, you want to spray some water directly in here. And if you see water draining out like that, that's a good sign. Especially also in the front here, and then a little bit down by the mud flap. That means that your drains are working properly for the front area of the windshield here. When it doesn't work properly, what can happen is they can get clogged up and water will start to pool inside and you'll have rust like that. I mean, this was a, this is a pretty big example. But, you can even start to see it a tiny bit, It's easy to catch. They're easy enough to clean out. So it's always good to just maintain those. One more important area to keep clean on these 240s in the winter is the mud flaps. This is the front mud flap. As you can see, a lot of dirt likes to build up in there. As well as you can see all the salt in there that sticks, as well as on the rocker panel. Got a small little spot starting there, and why won't it focus? Just give it a good spray in there. As you can see, just the water does a pretty good job of getting all the salt out of there. I'm gonna get this rocker panel too. As well as you want to just get the overall underside of the chassis. Just the underside of the car. I can't get the camera angle quite right because I've got it on a mini tripod that I'm holding. But just all under there. Next up is the gutters along the roof. I think that's kind of a, pretty common one that people would clean out. I always just take the hose, go like this. Creates a strong current, takes whatever stuff out. Usually it's not salt collecting in here, but it can get annoying when that gets filled up with dirt and it all turns into basically a swamp in there. It gets gross. And our last place to keep clean is right around the rear taillights if this applies to your car. You know, depending on if you have different head taillights or something like that. But this gap in here that you want to keep that gap in there clean. Obviously, you don't want to try and spray too hard and get it to leak into the light. But as you can see, it can, you know, a bit of salt can hide in there. But overall, these cars are pretty good, at least for this year, as far as rust. A bit more of the mid-80s cars, they had a bit more rust issues, definitely early 80s. But yeah, best years for rust proofing is probably 1990 and on. So really only 3 model years since they canceled the 240 in 93 anyway. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm trying to get all the money together and everything to really get working on this black car. It's also been very cold lately, so you know, videos may be slow to come out for the first little while, but I do plan on making more regular uploads and also doing a bit more exciting things to these. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video.